for example, a stem sink in equilibrium. All the water and when on the land goes quickly to flow back into the sea. Some heat is split into the soil and becomes part of underground process.
Atomic mass of first element. So it it tells that and then in Western it was they call it like this, and in India we can explain it by Saragama Padan. Then but he says that there are only 56 elements are present in the earth crust and no elements are
in
there.
which cells are suspended. Plasma transport food, oxygen, carbon dioxide and nitrogenous waste in a dissolved form. Many other substances like salt are also transported by blood. So we thus need a pumping organ to push blood around the body and a network of tubes to reach all the tissues and in place to ensure that if the system is damaged to be repaired. So this organ is heart. The heart is a muscular organ which is as big as our fist. The carbon dioxide and oxygen has to be transported separately by this organ. So the carbon dioxide rich blood has to be reached to the lungs for the removal of carbon dioxide and the oxygen rich blood brought back to the heart. So this is a procedure in which it takes place, and this procedure is like this.
सारे ज्ञान में इसको भी खास कर ध्यान होगा।
Oxygenated blood transport from lungs to the left auricle by the pulmonary vein, and then contraction takes place in left auricle. Then by the medium of valve, the oxygenated blood transport from left auricle to the left ventricle, and then again contraction takes place in left ventricle, and then oxygenated blood transport from left ventricle to the body tissues by the artery. This is the main blood vessel, and then it is not possible for artery to reach all the cells. So therefore, artery when takes oxygenated blood down the body parts, it divides to the
in both the cases we will get x equals to minus b by 2. That means when b equals to 0, then the roots are equal and real. If b is greater than 0, then the roots are x equals to minus b are real but not equal. And third is that the discriminant is smaller than 0. we know this. So then the discriminant needs to be when discriminant is smaller than 0, then the roots are not real. Or we can say imaginary, because there is not any real number whose square is square minus 4ac and also smaller than 0.
थोड़ा ग्राफ पता है रियल और रियल के इक्वल के रूट्स के
d equals to 0 का as I said, when b equals to 0, then x equals to minus b by 2a, and x equals to minus b by 2a. On the chart, x equals to minus b by 2a. So then the parabola chart, the x is minus b by 2a plus and there also it is whether it is negative or positive.
when roots are equal रूट्स इक्वल दोनों के अंदर अच्छा नेचुरल रूट्स होता है टॉपिक यही था आपका क्या क्या नेचुरल होता है रियल
If discriminant
हाँ
equals to 0, then roots are real and equal. If discriminant is greater than 0, then roots are real but unequal.
Unequal.
And if discriminant is smaller than 0, then roots are imaginary.
इमेजिनरी का मतलब क्या होता है
Which we can't, those numbers which does not exist and belong in the form.
इन्फिनिटी जा सकते हैं इन्फिनिटी इमेजिनरी रूट्स इन्फिनिटी जा सकते हैं क्या इमेजिनरी रूट्स की वैल्यू इन्फिनिटी तक जा सकती है क्या
इक्वेशन रूट की वैल्यू इक्वेशन जा सकती है क्या सर ये पता जाता है
ठीक है बराबर
Carbon oxide, organic compounds are the number of organic compounds are immense, and the number of defined compounds are close to 10 million, and indefinitely such compounds can be defined. Such compounds can be defined as
ये मुझे मैंने
organic compounds are inorganic compounds. There are rich variety of carbon compounds which
are known as inherited traits. They can be transferred from one generation to another generation. For example, hair color, skin color, and eye color. My next topic is Charles Darwin theory.
थोड़ा और आगे
This theory is also known as theory of evolution. It was given by Charles Robert Darwin he wrote a book which name was Origin of Species. He discussed that all the species which are present on the earth are interrelated, or we can say that they have been come from a common ancestor. He also discussed about natural selection. As from the name we can get that the selection of the nature is known as natural selection. He discussed about several points. The first point was,
For example, in addition to creation, one reactant decomposition form two or more products. For example,
Kingdom Monera. Bacteria are the sole member of the Kingdom Monera. And the cell type of the Kingdom Monera is prokaryotic or unicellular. The cell wall is made up of the peptide and glycan. Or urine, it is the type of glycopeptide. Cell membrane. Cell membrane of the bacteria is formed by it is made up of lipoprotein, lipid plus protein, or the space between the cell wall and cell membrane is called periplasmic space. It digests the complex substance in the prokaryotes. The ribosome are 70S type, and here
The postulate collision of a particle is the elastic collision. Since at any particular time, different particle in the gas have different energy and different kinetic, different speed and different kinetic energy. Second postulate, average kinetic energy of the particles is the right.
मोशन ऑफ रिजिड बॉडी तीन तरह के मोशन होते हैं. फर्स्ट रोटेशनल, सेकंड ट्रांसलेशनल और थर्ड मोशन कंबाइंड मोशन, दैट इज आल्सो नोन एज जनरल मोशन. फर्स्ट ट्रांसलेशनल मोशन. ट्रांसलेशनल मोशन मतलब कोई बॉडी जैसे आयरन बार, उसको जब मैंने हिट किया सेंटर ऑफ मास पे, उसके जितने ही पार्टिकल्स उनकी जो वेलोसिटी है सबकी वेलोसिटी सेम होगी और किसी भी इंस्टेंट पे भले भी ना ले ना वेलोसिटी चेंज होगी ना उसका शेप चेंज होगा. सेकेंड रोटेशनल मोशन. रोटेशनल मोशन में कोई भी ऑब्जेक्ट एक फिक्स एक्सिस के अलोंग मूवमेंट कर रहा है. हर पार्टिकल की वेलोसिटी अलग अलग होगी और एंगुलर वेलोसिटीज हर पार्टिकल की सेम होगी.
The nature of force or the nature of body, but in dynamics we used to study everything. Now comes force. Force is an agency, a push or a pull, which changes or tends to change the state of rest or of uniform motion of a body. There was a scientist named Galileo. he formulated the law of inertia. According to that law, a body moving with a constant speed on a straight path will continue its speed on a straight path until and unless an external force is applied. This law falls for the law of Aristotelian law of motion. Aristotle was a scientist who thought that an external force is always required to keep a body in motion, which was quite wrong. We have learned about law of inertia, but what the word inertia means? Inertia is an inherent property by virtue of which it cannot change by itself its state of rest or of uniform motion. There are three kinds of inertias: inertia of rest, inertia of motion, and inertia of direction. First law, that's law of Newton's first law of motion. According to Newton's first law of motion, a body doesn't need an external force to keep its motion on a circular straight path.
First, knowledge of atomic orbital, second, electronic configuration of elements, overlap criteria of atomic orbitals, hybridization of atomic orbitals, and principle of variation and superposition. Let us take an example of two hydrogen atoms, atom A and atom B. They are approaching towards each other. Due to this, two forces will arise. First, attractive force. Attractive force will arise between attractive force will arise between nucleus of A and between electron of A, nucleus of B and electron of B, nucleus of A and electron of B, and nucleus of B and electron of B. Second, repulsive force will arise between repulsive force will between nucleus of A and nucleus of B, and electron of A and electron of B. It is force of attraction brings two atoms closer, and the repulsive force tends to pull them apart. For the formation of one, force of attraction should be greater than the force of repulsion. Between these two atoms approach toward each other, and their potential energy decreases. Ultimately, a stage comes when